Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Irvin Santana will be on the mound for the Buccos. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year with an ERA of under 2. He's going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA as minuscule as it is.
Number 36 heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 36.
And the first pitch of the night taken for ball 1 as we're underway in Pittsburgh. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, I think be aggressive at the plate. I mean, this is a guy that's going to go in there and pound the strike zone. He doesn't walk many hitters, and so you have to attack that count, get up there, and be ready to swing early in counts.
Number 41 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And that's a pitch they were set up for. That slider breaking down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on the swing.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Santana looks in. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Matt Carpenter gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Back goes Polanco. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, even though they were able to face this guy in the absolute best position possible, which is 2 outs and the base is empty, that still doesn't mean he can't make you pay. And he unloads here for a long home run. Though it is a long solo home run.
Here's Matt Adams now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. On to the bottom of the first at PNC Park. And the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. Adam Wainwright is on the mound for game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty. He got the ball club the win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip. So lately, they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Pena gonna have to hurry, and he's retired here, 1 away. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, I think this one is going to be a great pitcher's duel, so you really need to take advantage of any scoring opportunities or any mistakes that may be handed to you. 1 or 2 runs might be enough to win it.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And it really helps having kind of a second leadoff man hitting in that number 2 hole. He's on now with 1 away, and he may get a chance to run in the early going.
Andrew McCutchen will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Here's Starling Marte. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. The numbers for him certainly look good. He's at .327, 9 homers, and 19 driven in. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a little blooper to center. Carpenter onto the grass. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Slap hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. Now the throw in from Holiday is going to keep that runner from advancing past third.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
David Freese will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Lays off 1-0. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here, 2-0?
I think he's got to.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moss has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Pirates leave them loaded. It remains 1-0. Johnny Peralta stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6.
And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Brandon Moss will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Santana gets the sign. 0-2 pitch on its way. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Matt Holliday will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Pitch to the plate is his slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Marte is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So very nice work there by Santana. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Francisco Cervelli will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. That's wide. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And now a called strike that time. As the zone expands a bit here, it's 2-1 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Number 41 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Jordy Mercer will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Just missing here. 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Here it comes. 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nipped the corner. 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Irvin Santana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And, oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, a pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Josh Harrison will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. From the stretch. And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
The 0-1 on its way. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. You get that feeling? That'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
Popped high in the air. Adams is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 2 full. St. Louis is out in front, 1-0. Brian Pena will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate.
Brian Pena.
Right side, hit hard. Harrison's got it, and the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Well, I think he may have taken the tougher of 2 approaches right there. I think he did have time to square his shoulders and try to flip it to first that way. Instead, he chooses the much tougher spin throw, but he still manages to put that throw right on the money.
Stepping in now, Adam Wainwright. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
No strike.
One out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. Santana's ready, 1-1 on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Polanco has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
He's been able to bounce back strongly after that first inning home run, and he's set down 6 in a row now since then.
Number 36 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside, 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or 2 to get himself together over in the dugout.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals, for they hold a 1-0 lead. Gregory Polanco digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First delivery to him on the way. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first two pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Smoke toward the hole, taken in by Carpenter, and he's set down, one away.
The center fielder, number 22.
After tonight, these two teams right back at it again on Sunday as you get a look at our upcoming schedule that takes us into next week. Andrew McCutcheon is at the plate as he watches ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Moss is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 6.
Starling Marte is at the plate now. Flied out at his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
That's
2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Throw over to first. Back in standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard to the right side. Carpenter has it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. Cards lead it 1-0. Number 41 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Center fielder, number 41.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
This is well struck high and deep toward the left field corner. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
One away now, and here's Matt Carpenter. Hot shot on the ground to short. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Matt Adams stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
One there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. Hit hard to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Cards leave one, but they're up 1-0. David Freese is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Wainwright looks in. Here it comes. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
All even now, 2-2. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages. Taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Settling in now, Francisco Cervelli. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. 1 down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Now in the box, Jordy Mercer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Too high, 1-0. lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Strike called, 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Irvin Santana stands in as he looks at ball one here. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one. They still trail 1-0. Brandon Moss heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Brandon Moss.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Santana steps into the windup. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 1-2, here it comes. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Matt Holliday standing in now. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Mercer is there to make the play, and good work to take care of Holliday on just one pitch.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there now.
Stepping in, Brian Pena. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. After it is McCutchen. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Josh Harrison will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
The 0-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here. But if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Gregory Polanco will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner, but he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
Nobody out, runner on first. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
So striding in, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Trying to hold the lead. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Around third and being waved on home. And the tying run comes around to score from second. And McCutchen is into third base with a triple.
And what a perfect way to start an inning right here. You get runners on first and second, and you know that puts the pitcher in a little bit of hot water. Then, as you see here, he turns up the heat even more, driving in both of those runs and winding up on third base. Still nobody out.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Here's Starling Marte, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Runner at third here, nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Well, you don't expect a guy who's having a year like this guy is having to take an ugly hack like that.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and a rather easy first out.
Well, that's as good as a strikeout there. If this ball gets by him, it's an easy run, but he's in a good fielding position here, and he'll make the play and hold that runner at third base.
Joe Mauer digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard-hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
David Freese will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball one.
Well, it seems like the first 4 innings he was great. Now he looks like a different guy out there.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cardinals 1. Yadier Molina is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright.
Yadier Molina.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Number 36 will be the batter, 0 for 2 thus far. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
And this offense has pretty much been shut down here into the 6th inning. That's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, so time has come for them to start trying to put something together.
Number 41 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just 1 finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Matt Carpenter will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. A runner on first with 2 away. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Matt Adams strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
hit sharply on the ground, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Cards strand a couple. They still trail it here 3-1.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who will make an appearance here. Francisco Cervelli will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, this was not one of the sharpest sliders he's going to throw. You see it flatten out a bit, just a 7-inch break, but I was in a good spot and he couldn't make contact.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
3 straight strikes to the first hitter in the inning. 3 straight balls now to the second.
And, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
This is just a guy taking advantage of a good count to hit him. He's got a pretty good idea that he's going to see the hard stuff here, so he just gears up for the fastball and drives it right back up the middle.
Irvin Santana comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with 1 out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Josh Harrison digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Johnny Peralta is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
That's a foul ball.
Out of play. The windup and the 0-1. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
And there you see him, Matt. 3rd in the National League at the moment in that category. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Brandon Moss is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Matt Holliday will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. To his left, Harrison. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score holds. It's 3-1. Gregory Polanco steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Here comes the 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, you can't hit what you can't see. These have been some really uncomfortable at-bats.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
As we go back through that sequence again right here on Show Track, you're going to see exactly what they were trying to do. They're not going to let this guy get fully extended and get his arms out over the plate. So you'll see all 4 pitches were going to be middle of the plate in, so they did a great job of tying a guy up that likes to get extended.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Lifted in the air out to right. Moss on the run, and that's the second out of the inning. Starling Marte strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
So here's Joe Mauer. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. But fortunately here, no advance. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third is Marte heading home. In to score is the runner from first, and it's a 4-1 game.
And every hitter knows you're going to see more fastballs when you've got good speed over there at first base. And that's exactly what he gets here as he drives this one. And, of course, because of that speed, that runner's going to come all the way around and score from first base.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jonathan Broxton will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Robbie Sutton will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Robbie Sutton.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-1 Pittsburgh lead. Brian Pena will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Hard hit ball to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Robbie Sutton will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now, the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Number 36 will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
High in the air out to center field. McCutchen on the move. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail it 4-1. Francisco Cervelli digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Broxton's ready. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Going back is the center fielder, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, that didn't take long to get a man into scoring position. And quite truthfully, he's probably a little bit unlucky that he's not touching third and home here as well. No waiting for a pitch here. He jumps on that very first pitch of the inning and nearly drives it out of here.
Jordy Mercer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ball 1. For Cervelli, another extra base hit to add to the total, now 19 on the year. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1, here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Squared that one up just a little late. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. but fortunately no advance. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, man, the intimidation factor was definitely in evidence there. I mean, he's not going to back down from too many hitters out there, especially not your number 8 guys. Threw it right by him.
Irvin Santana will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
John Jaso has moved out into the on-deck circle, so that'll signal the end for Santana in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sutton giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he is in there.
Taking a little bit of a gamble there, trying to tag up on a fly ball to the left fielder. If he gets tagged out, this is a terrible decision, but I guess since he made it, nice job.
Josh Harrison stands in as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pirates leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. 9th inning about to start in this one. Neftali Feliz is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 30, Neftali
Number 41 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far.
Well, he's had a rough one at the plate in this one, guys, but here's another opportunity to get something going.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Bounce towards the second baseman. A barehanded play by Harrison. Got him.
Oh, what a play. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Matt Carpenter. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Matt Adams now as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The win would go to Irvin Santana if the lead holds. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, go ahead and raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirates closer comes in to nail this one down and pick up the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And, guys, victory wouldn't have been possible for the Pirates here without the start turned in by this man, Ervin Santana. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 4-1. Good night from Pittsburgh.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.